I transmigrated into a sweet pampering novel as the mafia heir. The female lead? Willow, the adopted daughter I'd humiliated countless times. A cold-blooded, fierce mafia rose. The illegitimate son male lead stood right in front of me, chest out, all righteous. Scumbag! I won't let you hurt her again. Next second, the icy, gloomy Willow pressed a knife against his neck. I smirked and declared, "Bro, I proudly crown you Clown of the Year." Chapter 01. I transmigrated into the story at a convenient-ish point. My dad had just assigned the fierce underworld femme fatale Willow to be my personal bodyguard. She accepted silently, but anyone who read the novel knew she did not want this gig. The heroine admired strength and looked down on me, the black market rich kid who only yapped about business. To her, I wasn't cut out for the underworld at all. The original me? He treated teasing her like entertainment, which made Willow's face burn with disgust. But since she owed a debt, she had to endure it. Her personality got darker, colder, more withdrawn. Perfect for the illegitimate son to swoop in and save her. He played her like a pawn. But now that I'm here? No way I'm letting him succeed. I found my dad and said, "I'm fighting Willow. Loser hits the floor, winner decides everything." In the arena, I stared coldly at Willow, voice loud. "Use your full strength. I ain't going easy on you just 'cause you're a woman." She narrowed her eyes, wordlessly took a strike-ready stance. "Begin." At first, she was all contempt, all attitude. But when I neutralized every move effortlessly, her eyes went serious. After I'd toyed with her long enough, I shifted and my fist slammed into her lower abdomen. She gasped, stumbled, hit the ground. Shocked, biting her lip. "Why you?" I raised an eyebrow, voice icy. "Willow, you lost." Chapter 02. From that moment, I became Willow's boss. People challenged me from time to time, but none survived. After all, in my past life, I was a top-tier Sonda champ. But when Willow learned I once got injured in a match, she asked softly, "Why do you always fight so desperately?" I glanced at her, dead serious. "I know you look down on me. And not just you, lots in the syndicate do. They think I'm just some spoiled rich kid who brags all day. I give my all so everyone knows my dad's son ain't useless." She lowered her head, lips tight. "I'm sorry. I misjudged you." I waved her off. "I don't need an apology. I need loyalty." She froze. I locked eyes with her. "Willow, remember this. As long as you're loyal to me, I'll never fail you." Her gaze lifted instantly. Not a second of hesitation. Word by word. "Since I'm your person, I'll follow you for life." I smiled faintly. Conquering a woman's easy. First, subdue with strength, then move her with attitude. Who cares about my dad? He's not serious to me. I just want to see, now that I've got the upper hand, what the male lead's gonna do. Chapter 03. Blink, 5 years gone. Junior in college. Already running part of Dad's biz, living near campus. Today, Dad calls me back. In the car, I say casually, "Willow, something interesting's gonna go down today." She looks confused. I raise an eyebrow, smirk. "Your male lead's about to make his entrance. Let's see if this plot can still change. If not, guess I'll have to deal with you myself. I didn't work this hard for nothing." Walking into the villa, I see him, Erson, sitting beside my dad, all formal, eyes sharp. Politely stands when he sees me. Dad pats his shoulder, but his gaze warns. "George, this is your younger brother, Erson. Take care of him." I frown. Erson? Erson. Clearly for inheritance. So Dad really values him. I stroll up, then boom, punch him square in the face. Everyone's shocked. Dad jumps in front, furious. "George, what the hell are you doing?" Erson, nose bleeding, face twisted in pain, still stops my dad. If I hadn't known his ruthless ambition, I might have been fooled. I stare at Dad, expressionless. Dad, hiding an illegitimate kid outside's one thing, but bringing him home? Insulting much. Dad slams the table. "George, you rebelling." Willow stands unafraid beside me. Dad's face darkens. I chuckle, wave her behind me. Also, if you brought the bastard home, why leave his mom outside? I approach Uncle Castillo, Dad's right hand, slap a thick stack of photos on Aunt Han's face. Aunt Han, been fooling around with my dad all these years, and your kid's already my age. Tell me, does Uncle Castillo know? Chapter 04. Photos scatter. Intimate, incriminating. Aunt Han goes pale, stumbles, falls. Uncle Castillo grabs her hair, slaps her thrice. Face swells, she protests. Fake. Not real. Heir son panics instinctively. Mom. Everything's sealed. I laugh freely. Well, even your son admits it. Dad tries to intervene, Uncle Castillo's rage ignites, chaos erupts. I watch, cold, faint smile. Willow, we're leaving. She nods. Door blocked. Heir son yells. You bastard. This is all your fault. Turns to Willow, sincerity dripping. Willow, I won't let this scumbag hurt you. I'm here to save you. Willow presses a knife against his neck. Heir son freezes, pale. I meet his eyes, smirk. Bro, you sure you want to provoke her? Then I declare solemnly. Brother, I hereby crown you Clown of the Year. Did he really think Willow would go with him? After all these years, I've never mistreated her. What saving was he even talking about? He must still be living in the original story. A wicked little thrill ran through me. This game just got way more interesting. Chapter 05. Matter fizzled. Don't know what Dad promised Uncle Castillo, but he swallowed his anger. Dad threw a grand banquet announcing Heir son's identity. Then Han? Dad's smart. She didn't come home. Reputation matters more than love. Uncle Castillo forgave him only for interest. Only Aunt Han got punished. At the banquet, Willow sits beside me, lays photos on the coffee table. Mr. Wang sent her abroad. Photos. Aunt Han reluctantly saying goodbye, wrapped up, bruises visible, needing support to walk. I sighed. Looks like Uncle Castillo didn't hold back. I set my glass down cool. Her son's now part of the Wang family, legit heir. She schemed for this, so why leave willingly? What did Dad promise? Willow rests her cheek on her hand. Mr. Wang promised she'd return in a few years, but secretly she can never come back. She sips my glass, pretends to realize it's not hers, sets it down. Innocent blink, pure expression, but the lipstick and blush gave her away. I smile. A hearty voice behind. Brother Willow, what's up? You two look hella happy. Turn. Dad and Heir son in formal wear. Heir son's eyes glued to Willow, burning. I still smile, though annoyed inside. We were talking about Aunt Han. Heir son stiffens. I let my gaze drift between him and Dad. Tone regretful. Aunt Han's gone. Never coming back. Heir son forces a polite smile. That was Father's decision. I didn't know. I raise an eyebrow at Willow. Looks like his so-called bond with his mother was shallow as hell. Heir son's gaze returns to Willow, earnest. Dad, I just came home, short on people. How about letting my sister follow me? My smile vanishes, face darkens. Chapter 06. Dad probably wants to cultivate Heir son, or weaken me. Orders. Then Willow follows him. Heir son's thrilled. Steps forward. I raise my hand, icy. I don't agree. Dad freezes. I glare, voice harder, each word deliberate. Willow belongs to me. I need her to protect me. Dad curses, fuming. Bullshit. Protect you? Who even challenges you? I smirk. I like it this way. None of your business. My dad was speechless. I added, this ain't up for discussion. I refused to budge even an inch. Someone I'd trained for years wasn't gonna become someone else's pawn. Besides, after all these years, Willow was basically my right hand. Losing her wouldn't kill me, but it'd definitely cripple me, and I don't do that. Especially not handing her over to Heir son. And honestly, if I let her go this time, the world would think I was spineless. That'd mean anyone could step on my dignity. Zero interest in that. Seeing my dad's face darken with fury, Heir son hurried to smooth things over. Brother, I know you can't accept me, but this family is run by Father. How can you be so unreasonable? Besides, his gaze fell on Willow and he added, even if you look down on Willow, she's still a person, not an object. We should respect her wishes. Look down on Willow? I glanced at her, eyes lowered, and suddenly laughed. Ersun hadn't expected me to cave. He shot me a look, then eagerly stepped in front of Willow. His voice was soft, almost devout. Willow, would you be willing to follow me? I promise I'll never let anyone hurt you. His eyes were full of this tender glow, like she was some priceless treasure. Unfortunately for him, Willow took a step back, disgust plain on her face. I only want to follow George. Ersun froze. Didn't see that coming. My dad glared, furious. Willow, how dare you defy my order? Don't forget who saved you. But Willow didn't flinch. Word by word, she said, I will only follow George. Dad lost it, slamming a wine glass onto the floor. Shards flew everywhere. I pulled Willow back, but she still got hurt. Seeing the cut on her arm, my vision darkened with pure fury. I strode up to my dad, cold as ice. Don't push your luck. His face twisted with rage. Hand trembling as he pointed at me. You two are rebelling, is that it? This is my Wang family. I let out a cold laugh. My dad was seriously losing it, old and out of touch. After his affair got exposed in that dumb banquet, the resentment was brewing. Compared to an old, muddle-headed ruler, everyone preferred a sharp, capable leader. That's why I could speak so confidently. I smiled faintly. How could we rebel? I'm your most filial son. Then I gave him a sideways glance, adding lightly, at least, before you piss me off. Chapter 07. Dad looked around, realizing his former followers were just watching coldly. None of them moved to help. His face shifted between blue and purple, and in a fit of rage, he stormed off. Ersun glared at me like he wanted to rip me apart alive. I smiled cheerfully back. Willow stepped forward, taking my arm. Ersun's expression twisted faintly. Only then did he turn and leave. On the way home, Willow frowned, gaze lowered. George, he's strange. I leaned back, eyes closed, then opened them. How so? Willow tilted her head, thinking. He's totally convinced you treat me badly. He tried to convince me to leave you, secretly, so many times. I smiled faintly, not surprised. Maybe he really does know something. I closed my eyes again, enjoying Willow's massage. How interesting. Ersun isn't the male lead from the book. So, reborn? Or transmigrated too? Soon enough the answer came. Ersun sought me out himself. Smiling like he'd already won, he said, I know you're not from this world. Let me tell you, I'm the real male lead. Willow belongs to me. No matter what you do, it's pointless. You're no match for me. A match. I set down my coffee cup lightly. You're not even qualified to be my opponent. His expression shifted. He gritted his teeth. George, don't be so smug. You're ahead for now. But since I'm here, I'll set everything right. Do you really think someone like you can change the ending? I stared at him coldly, silent. He snapped. Just wait. I'll take back everything I lost. I blinked, smiled gently. I'll be watching. So Ersun was a transmigrate. At first, he assumed he was naturally the protagonist, didn't take me seriously. But now, yelling in front of me, he realized the plot had changed, and my influence was no longer something he could shake. So then, what's he gonna do next? How exciting. Chapter 08. The year I graduated, I officially became the corporation's GM. But truth? I'd already been the real boss for ages. The underworld was dead. Through my planning, the syndicate transformed into a public company. Now it thrived. Former gang leaders became shareholders, earning massive profits, legally, without the fear and danger of before. Naturally, they fully backed me. My dad? Still CO in title, but a hollow shell. At the shareholders' meeting for the 5th time, they proposed leadership transfer. Watching Dad's dim, defeated face, I curled my lips slightly. After the meeting, he came to me, Ersun in tow. I'm willing to step down, but one condition. Without lifting my head, I said coolly, If it's about a position for heir son, forget it. He glared, shouting, "Must you destroy him completely? He's your brother." I set down my pen, looked at them both. Tone icy. "Dad, you really know how to joke. I don't even acknowledge you. Why would I acknowledge some illegitimate stray, George?" Dad's fury spiked. I slammed the pen down, voice sharp. "Address me by my title. The only reason I still call you Dad is to avoid making things ugly and ruining the Wang family's rep. But..." My gaze went icy, anger flashing. "You should know better than anyone that the moment you sent assassins after me repeatedly, any father-son bond ended." Their expressions changed instantly. How did you know?" I ignored him. Eyes locked on my father. Voice sharp as a blade. "Father, the Wang family is no longer yours to control alone. You can leave with dignity, or be thrown out in disgrace. One chance." Dad stared, shocked and enraged. I didn't back down. After a long moment, his face went ashen, and he left silently. Heir son followed fast. Watching them go, Willow narrowed her eyes, venomous. "I can kill them. I should kill them." I gently cupped her cheek. Her flush softened slightly. I smiled softly. "Death's too easy for them. That's not what I want. If others don't cross me, I won't cross them. But since my dad and heir son dared to provoke me, dared to try killing me, they better be ready for me to crush them completely." Chapter 09. After that day, my dad didn't step down. Didn't matter. Something way more interesting happened. Breaking news, stock market genius heir son bets big on Nexafarm. Investors rush to follow. Nexafarm market value skyrockets by billions in 10 hours. Experts warn, don't follow blindly. Heir son's name trended at the top. For 6 months, he'd been all over the net, always winning big with every investment. Word spread fast, legendary stock market prodigy, never loses. Experts warned against blindly following him, but nobody cared. Comments were insane. "What a joke. Last time they said not to follow and my buddy made tens of millions overnight. Those trash experts probably followed themselves. Genius heir son hitting 100% success, only an idiot would ignore him." Reporters swarmed him. One asked, "Mr. Wang, it said you invested in Nexafarm this time and many followed your lead. Any comment?" Heir son smiled, confident as hell. "Thanks for trusting me. Results will satisfy everyone even more." I turned off the TV, smiling. Dude's confidence is infectious. Nexafarm? Big growth potential. Profits basically guaranteed. Willow looked at me. "Should we release the info we gathered?" I waved lazily. "Not yet. We'll wait, make it even more fun." Chapter 10. As expected, after one market cycle, Nexafarm's stock exploded. Investors following heir son made huge gains, the rest? Total regret. The stock god, rep soared, even outshining top celebs. Interviews lined up nonstop. One reporter asked about his next target. Heir son sighed. "My brother asked who I'd bet on next. I didn't tell him and he threatened to kick me out unless I did." Instant chaos online. Shocking. Major Wang family scandal. Eldest son George secretly in control for years. George threatens stock god heir son, forbidding him from advising investors. I didn't ask PR to suppress it. I let the rumors run wild, even agreeing to an interview. Reporter, "Mr. Wang, do you have anything to say about accusations online? Did you threaten heir son?" I nodded. "Yes." Reporter, "Were you trying to monopolize profits?" I shot her a sideways glance, cold laugh. "Monopolize? What a joke. Since when has the Wang family cared about pocket change?" The reporter froze, embarrassed. I looked around, serious. Stock market's unstable. Investments need caution. If everyone blindly chases one stock, it messes up the balance, even risks a crash. Anyone want to see another bubble? Reporters exchanged awkward glances. I continued, blindly following trends is dumb. Believing someone guarantees profits and letting that drive herd behavior is even dumber. As his older bro, and a big shot in the market, I just threw out a warning. take it or leave it. With that, I was about to bounce. But an entertainment reporter suddenly blocked my path, all jittery. What about the rumor that you stripped him of power? Why is there no spot for Ersun in the corp? Didn't you maliciously kick him out? I turned, faced the camera, and smirked like I was tasting sugar and venom at the same time. An illegitimate child? How could he even step foot in the corporation? One sentence, and Ersun's secret identity was out. Instantly, a fan went full psycho in the crowd. Wielding a knife, screaming, "Don't you dare slander our stock god brother." The next second, Willow smacked the dude to the ground. Bodyguards swarmed in, pinning him like a bug. I didn't even blink. Just walked off, Willow by my side. Chapter 11. After that interview, Ersun's illegitimate status couldn't hide anymore. The internet went nuts. And right then, Ersun placed another bet. Still on Nexa Farm. Naturally, investors piled in like crazy. Meanwhile, I told Willow to release a statement. We're cutting ties with him. Yes, sir. When I looked up, I noticed a bruise on Willow's cheek. Yo, you're hurt. Who did this? Willow instinctively turned away. It's fine. Just a scratch. I pulled out the med kit. Come here. She shook her head, embarrassed. Really, it's nothing. I pinched the bridge of my nose, low and stern. I'll say it one last time. Come here. Finally, she sat beside me. As I applied ointment, I asked, someone came looking for trouble? She nodded, a bit hurt. Yeah. Since the last attack, I'd cranked up security, but crazed fans still slipped through. Still, with your skills, how'd you get hurt? Besides me, who can even touch you? Willow looked down, whispering, I got distracted. Distracted? I frowned. She lifted her gaze, clear as day, because I was thinking about you. Her face was slightly flushed, but she didn't dodge me. I got it instantly. A faint smile tugged at my lips. I held the back of her head and kissed her. Holding her trembling body, I repeated, Willow, remember, never betray me. Or I'll kill you. She wrapped her arms tight around me, voice sincere. I'll never betray you, master. I didn't answer, but the smile grew. My heart finally eased. I let myself sink into the moment. After a while, I spoke softly, in 3 days, release the info. I'm running out of patience. This game is about to start. Chapter 12. Rumors spread like wildfire. Nexa Farm's heiress and Ersun had some sketchy relationship. People figured his bets were romance-driven. But faster than gossip, news hit. Ersun was proposing to Maria, the Lin family heiress. I was invited to witness it. Saw the extravagant proposal, Ersun basking in glory. After stepping off stage, he threw an arm around Maria and smirked at me. George, even without Willow, I've already beaten you. The Lin family was climbing fast in finance. Marrying Maria was flexing hard. But Willow? She needed no comparisons. I just smiled. Congrats, I said casually. Ersun glanced at Willow, eyes grudging. Willow, you'll regret this one day. She didn't even blink. He gripped his wine glass like it might shatter. Spent the whole banquet schmoozing Seos, trying to climb to the top in one leap. Didn't notice the shadow watching him, eyes daggers. I glanced at Willow. She got it and walked toward that shadow. Chapter 13. After Ersun and Maria got engaged, they flaunted it everywhere. But during one live broadcast, a dude barged in with a crew. Chaos. Security tried to stop him, but they were overpowered. The man locked his furious gaze on Ersun and Maria. You bastard! Daring to steal my woman. I'm crippling you. And you, filthy liar. If I hadn't checked the cameras, I wouldn't have known you wore the wedding dress I bought you while lying on our marital bed with him. You scumbag couple, still flaunting your love. Ersun and Maria froze. Tried to explain. Dude didn't care. His crew dragged them and beat them mercilessly. The studio chaos streamed live. Millions watched, comments exploding. I laughed. Pure gold. The guy was Martin, Maria's ex-fiancé. They'd arranged a wedding, but Maria bailed after Martin's family hit hard times. Then cheated with Ersun. cheated, manipulated, waited for pregnancy before canceling the engagement. I gave Martin a little help, muscle, let's say. He didn't disappoint. That night, Ersun called, shrill and panicked. It was you. You set this up, wasn't it? I replied calmly, laughing cold. Yep. I set it up. Some shimha? You two messed around. Why is that my problem? She roared, I'm gonna kill you. I chuckled. Cold. Ersun, hold tight. Without the main character, how's this show supposed to go on? Chapter 14. Ersun's scandals went viral overnight. His rep crashed. To fix it, he bet more and more, gambling his future on a hope. I flipped through the documents. Poor dude. This time he was screwed. Chapter 15. Nexafarm exposed, human experiments, cutting corners on meds, cheap equipment killing patients. Stock tanked instantly. Investors lost everything. Ersun got blamed for misleading bets, accused of betraying national interests. Detained, nothing incriminating found, but reputation obliterated. Public enemy number one. Investors wanted him dead. I thought he'd hide at home, but he came to me, pale, bloodshot eyes, aged 10 years. George, this was your plan too. Yep. Took some work, I said. Hatred flickered in his eyes. He dropped to his knees. Brother, every step? I left Wong Corporation. I'm done. I asked, indifferent, is that so? Kneeling, he nodded frantically. Just give me money. I'll go abroad. Never come back, please, please, big brother. He looked at me like I was his lifeline. Too bad I wasn't. I patted his cheek, cold laugh. If you weren't fighting me, why contact shareholders? Push Dad to speak for you? Buy off my secretary? Steal confidential files? His face paled. Trembling. How did you know? When? I kicked him down. Knew from the start, idiot. Think I kicked Dad out by luck? Nope. Ability. Pure ability. To make more profit. Chapter 16. Ersun stunned. Eyes blank. I laughed cold, mocked him. This is business, not a child's game. People don't care about rumors. They want profit. And I give it to them. Why betray me for a useless guy who can't even enter the corp? He glared, confused. Then, why did they agree? I smiled. Clown. They were playing you, duh. Otherwise, life's boring. Bloodshot eyes. He lunged, screaming, impossible. I'm the protagonist. How can I lose? Before he touched me, my fist smashed into his gut. He curled in pain. I chuckled lightly. No born protagonist here. Only winners become king. I ordered him thrown out. His agonized cries echoed. No one cared. Fiancé gone. Lin family collapsed. Dad gave up. Value, 0. Chapter 17. I watched Willow approach, stepped forward, pulled her into my arms. Willow, it's over. When I arrived here, I was alone. If I hadn't changed the script, I'd have followed the original plot. Ruin, death, disposable pawn. Had to plan every move to seize power. Willow, originally just a tool. But over time, genuine feelings grew. Don't betray me, or I'll eliminate you. She hugged me tight. With not over, more to come between us. I kissed her, whispering, yeah, our life together. No preset protagonist. Only the victor becomes king. That's the rule.